Well, she certainly has always been a master at transforming herself, but Angelina Jolie goes beyond anything she's ever done before in a new movie called A Mighty Heart. She plays Marianne Pearl, the widow of the journalist who was murdered by Islamic extremists. Early Show National correspondent Tracy Smith has more. Good morning.
Good morning, Harry. You know the story. Daniel Pearl was kidnapped and executed in Pakistan while on assignment for the Wall Street Journal. His wife was 5 months pregnant at the time. But you may not know that after his murder, Marianne Pearl and Angelina Jolie became friends, and Brad Pitt's production company had committed to bring A Mighty Heart to the big screen even before he and Angelina became an item.
Danny is missing. He may be able to help me find him. Okay, I need the name.
I never really believed that I'd be capable of playing her. I think when you know somebody and you respect them and you take who they are so seriously.
Hello?
We're coming to you from the home of Daniel Pearl, the journalist who's been kidnapped in Pakistan.
When you see it, it's amazing how much you're like her. The French accent, you look like her. I mean, I really think the audience looking at it forgets that they're watching Angelina Jolie.
I hope so.
What do you think was the key to that transformation?
I worked really, really hard at her. I studied every interview she did over and over.
I am not desperate because I believe that if I stop trying to create this dialogue
and try to just go into as much technical work as possible, probably to help me stay away from the emotional nerves.
And if you could say one thing to your husband now, what would you tell him?
I love you.
I focused a lot on how much they loved each other and tried to imagine that great love and what that in response to that, the great pain of the loss.
It's that ability to empathize with others that's key not only to this role, but to her life in general.
I am honored to pay tribute to World Refugee Day again with you.
Since 2001, Angelina has visited refugee camps worldwide, considering it her job to give a voice to people displaced by war and famine.
I know from visiting refugee camps in northern Uganda and in Sudan, you feel like you can't do enough. I mean, despite all you do you get that feeling that it's never enough?
I did. I joked about this before, like my first few years traveling, I just cried.
Just nonstop?
I was just crying. I was just emotional. I couldn't help anybody. I couldn't. And then I got angry. And then I thought that wait a minute, we are all very intelligent people. We have all evolved over the centuries to find better ways to handle situations. We can handle this. And what is it that needs to be changed?
So she's lobbied in Washington, and she gives a third of her salary to charity. Angelina uses her celebrity to bring attention to causes that matter, but it's an interesting paradox. One week, she can be among tribal members in a third world country, and the next, there she is, walking the red carpet at a premiere.
It seems like you play all these roles. You speak for millions of refugees. You also have to balance the needs of the paparazzi and the celebrity-obsessed public. You're also
That's really funny, like refugees and the needs of the paparazzi.
And the needs of the public, yeah. But it is a weird balance,
needs.
Right? How do you do that? How do you make sense of all of that?
I don't try to. I just honestly, I've lived my life, and I've lived my life from what I believe in, and however it's interpreted, I've never understood and can never be responsible for. I just do the best I can to be who I am.